Hello creators, thank you for joining me. Today I'd like to share with you some simple drawing exercises that I use every day to help me improve. So if you're ready, grab a pencil and some paper and let's get started. Alright everybody, so today we're going to go over some basic drawing exercises. These exercises will help you with your hand-eye coordination, dexterity, and it'll just help you get used to the pencil, which I think is really important to get comfortable, holding the pencil. A lot of people I've seen like to hold a pencil like this, hold a pencil like this for the smaller movements. I've also seen people use their whole arm. I like all of these ways, but I feel that you should draw however you want, whichever way you're comfortable. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do at the top of the page right here, so right now I'm using my whole arm. We're going to just go in a circular motion. Try to get a good circular motion going. Kind of ghost it in, and then lightly start touching the paper when you feel like you've got a good motion going. And it doesn't matter if you overlap. It'll get better with time and practice. So we're done with that one. We're just going to do another one. Sometimes I like to fill pages and pages up full of these circles. Sometimes you come up with drawing ideas just from your practice, Just keep on going. See, I think that looks like right now it looks kind of like a paw print, like on an old cartoon show I used to watch as a kid. And if we keep on going, it could be like some kind of bulbous flower with great big old circular leaves. And something else that I kind of like to do is kind of fun. Just try to connect them. What I tried to do there was line up the centers of the circle, of each small circle, to make one bigger circle. That helps hand-eye coordination as well. Something else I like to do to help improve hand-eye coordination is, what we're going to do is we're going to draw lines, right? But not just any lines. We're going to try to connect two dots. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to kind of ghost our motion until we think it's right. I missed it my first go. I wasn't perfect, but that's the joy of drawing. It does it. As long as you're happy. Oop. I really struggle with this motion. Still, I still struggle with this motion. So let's try it again. Big thing is try to make a straight line. You can go as fast and slow as you want, but I think you'll notice if you go really, really slow, sometimes you start to get wobbly lines. That one's not quite as straight as these. A faster motion helps to create a smoother line. That's one reason we practice. We can make lines quicker and smoother. My computer's wanting to act up on me. Y'all, give me 1 second. I don't know what I just did, but I got a feeling I messed it up. I didn't know I could do that. That's cool. Oh, that looks like Dookie. Let's bring it back on down to about right there. I didn't know I could control the brightness on this thing. There we go. All right. So we'll draw a few more lines here. Oh, see there? I'm not perfect either. That's why I do this. It helps to warm up my arm and help my eyes to adjust to drawing after a long day of work. Sometimes you can get some interesting shapes in between the lines, like this one here. I think that's a pretty interesting shape. Sorry guys, it's sinus season around here. Got the sniffles. Let me think. What's another good exercise we could go over today? Oh, ellipses. Ellipses are great. Thing about ellipses is that ellipses and circles kind of go hand in hand. It's just a different movement. So an ellipse is it's a circle. Like if the circle was flat, an ellipse is when you turn that circle on its side. So if you look on the very outside of this tape, that's an ellipse. It looks like a flattened out circle. If you like food, you can think about it like a pancake. I like some old flapjacks with some syrup. Goodness gracious. You guys got me hungry over here. Now, anyway, ellipses. So we can just ghost in our image, get your arm going in a good motion, and then lightly lay your pencil down. That one's pretty good. So let's try a different direction this time. Matter of fact, let me drop that brightness down a little bit. Uh-oh. All right. That up and down gets me every time. Up and down on my arm. Never works out quite right. I'm going to adjust the camera here for a second. I thought I had all this figured out. That's alright. That works pretty good. Alright, let's keep going. There we go. That works a little bit better. Alright. So draw a few more ellipses here. Wow, I got that one pretty quick, didn't I? That was alright. Go up and down. And if you really want to get crazy, you can reverse your direction of your arm. Just really lightly with the pencil. You're not trying to dig a trench. Just really lightly with your pencil. You can overlap them if you want. It's your paper. Your paper, your pencil, your rules. It's another great thing about drawing. You can draw whatever you want. I really like ellipses. They're really fun, really interesting shapes. Alright, so let's go to the next one. I'm going to flip my paper upside down to give me more room on the camera. Makes it a little bit easier. There we go. Alright, so this one's a little bit harder, a little bit more complex, but we're going to draw a square. Alright, and if this square was a single plane, this would be perfectly fine. But in the real world, most of the time, except for like stop signs and square plates, I suppose, most squares are actually cubes. Uh-oh. Got kind of wonky. But so that's a cube. It's not perfect. I like to draw X's in the cube inside each square face to help me identify the center of each face. Excuse me, I gotta switch legs here. There we go. Alright. I think we're going to talk more about this in a later video because I don't want to get too crazy. These are supposed to be easy drawing exercises for beginners. So after I do a little doodle here, I don't know. Okay, so another exercise I like to do, it's not really anything like this. I just like to take my pencil and experiment. For this one, I do like to hold the pencil to the side like this, the shorter lead. You can use a regular pencil if you'd like. This is just the one I like to use. Matter of fact, let's get a regular pencil. Let's just get a regular old pencil. This is a standard 2B pencil. Most, I think the school pencils are 2B, right? Anyway, so I like to lay it on the side, kind of like this, and then I'll just start to draw. Doesn't have to have any specific form or direction or shape. Just see what kind of shapes you can make with the pencil, what kind of lines you can make. This helps with understanding line weight as well, and it'll help you get your arm motions down, help you get some muscle memory. And I think this exercise is probably one of the most relaxing out of all of them. Just kind of let your mind go. You don't have to think about anything. This is your time. Put on a podcast or an audiobook, or I'm actually going to switch it up too. Just zone out on it, man. Like I said, this is your paper, your pencil, your world. You can create whatever you want. Once you get a big space done like that, maybe you want to change it up. Instead of using a pencil, maybe you'd like to use a pen. Today I'm going to use a fountain pen because I can't find any of my other pens at this moment. And me being an artist, you think I'd know where all my pens are, but I also have kids. So there's that. I love my kids. Don't get me wrong, I love my kids. But they can be stinkers. And any of these other exercises you'd like to do, you could do in pen as well. Sometimes I think they're more fun in pen. Just the I guess it's the permanence of the line. Maybe makes it a little bit more exciting. I think I'm going to switch to a different pen. This one's kind of fine tip. I'm using my thicker tip pen. Got a little bit thicker nib on it. Might be easier for you to see. And this exercise actually helps if you try to just trace over what you've already done the best you can. Just have fun with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is most likely in your sketchbook or on a piece of printer paper or something. You're not going to sell it, so what does it matter, right? Unless you're just like really super awesome good at these, I don't know if you'd want to sell them. That's up to you. If you want to sell your practice sketchbook pages, hey, make a few bucks. More power to you, bro. I've actually got a blue ink in here. I don't know if you can tell, but this is actually blue. I forgot about that. Just cut through that space. Just near. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Earthquake. Working in pen, kind of. I like to doodle in pen. Just the contrast between the ink and the paper is very appealing to me. I'm going to draw a few more ellipses. I really like the ellipses. When we get a little bit further into the series, you'll understand why ellipses and circles, even the box, is super important to constructing your drawings. That looks pretty cool. Looks like a little claw trying to grab a little egg or something. Just anyway. Maybe it's cracking the egg. Maybe it's one of those little automatic egg cracker machines you see on movies and stuff. Just let your mind go. Let your mind go and let your muscles take over in your arm. They'll figure it out. Oh, look at that. That was pretty close. Yeah, just have fun. That's why you're drawing, right? Because you enjoy doing it. You don't have to make it stressful on yourself. Not now. You're just starting. Get comfortable, you know? Just fill up the entire page with practice. Yeah, that one didn't work. There we go. That one still didn't work. Oh well. I'll try it again. Right down here. Drawing arcs. It's kind of fun too. You can actually get a pretty solid arc by just moving your hand like that in that kind of motion. Something you can do on your ellipses is draw these lines to indicate that they're planes. It's kind of fun too. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you had fun, and I hope you learned something today. If you enjoyed this video, please drop me a like, share, and subscribe, and post a comment below to let me know what you'd like to learn in future videos. And as always, you don't have to be good to have fun. God bless.